Hi there. Today we're going to review constant rate of change, independent practice 1 through 5, page 69. So our job is to find the constant rate of change. And remember, your rate of change is going to be your change in y over your change in x. So first, let's find out what our change in what x's are. I went from 1 to 2, so it's plus 1. And then 2 to 3, again, plus 1. And 3 to 4, that's plus 1. And then our change in y's, we went from 6 to 12. So you can do 12 minus 6, that's plus 6. From 12 to 18, so 18 minus 12 is again plus 6. And then 24 to 18, again, that's another plus 6. So our change in y was 6 over 1. So that equals 6 meters per second. Okay. All right, our next example is our items and our costs. So now um, we have to set up our change in y's over our changes in x. So x, we went from 2 to 4. So we can say 4 minus 2, that's plus 2. 4 to 6, 6 minus 4 is plus 2. And then 6 to 8, 8 minus 6 is a positive 2. Now for our costs, we went from 18 to 36, so 36 minus 18, that's plus 18. 54 minus 36, again positive 18. And then from 54 to 72, 72 minus 54 is plus 18. So we have $18 over 2 items. Okay, and then 18 divided by 2, that equals $9 per item. All right. So here is example number 3. The graph shows the cost of purchasing t-shirts. Find the constant rate of change for the graph, then explain the points 0, 0, and then 119. I like to put any of my data that's in a graph into a table. So I want to say number shirts over the cost. Okay, so here we have the point 0, 0. And then we have the point 1, comma 9. So one shirt costs $9. And then 2 shirts cost $18. And then 3 shirts cost $27. Okay, so all we have to do now is to see what our rate of change is. So our y over our x. Okay, so our cost over the shirts. Okay, so our costs went from 0 to 9 plus 9, 9 to 18 plus 9, 18 to 27 plus 9, so that's 9. And then our shirts increased by 1. So it was $9 per shirt. Now they want to know what does a point 0 comma 0 mean? Well, our first one is our x, our second one is our y. So 0 shirts cost how much money? $0. Okay, and the same thing can be said for 1 comma 9. Our first value is our x, which is our shirts. So we can say one shirt costs $9. Okay, you can also phrase it the way they did here. $9 spent for one t-shirt, $0 costs for 0 t-shirts. Okay, here's example number 4. Uh, the Guzman and Hashimoto families each took a 4-hour road trip. Distance traveled by each of the families shown in the table or in the graph below. Which family averaged fewer miles per hour? Okay, so again, I like to use tables more than graphs. It's really entirely up to you. Here, the Guzmans, they went plus 1 for our hours. And then their distance, you went 90 to 135, so you can say 135 minus 90, that equals 45. Okay, and then the same thing, 180 minus 35, that equals 45. So the Guzmans, they averaged about 45 miles per hour. Okay, And then here, this one's a little different, not too much different. Take a look at our dots here. Okay, we can make a little table if you want. I like to make the table so hours and miles. All right, so they have 2, 120, then they have 3, 180, and then they have 4, 240. So you just want to find out how much they increase. You know that these increase by 1, and these are going to increase by 60. Okay, so this one is 60 miles per hour. So which one goes slower? I'm sorry, which one goes fewer miles an hour? The Guzman family travels slower because the unit rate is 45 miles an hour and the Hashimoto's is 60 miles per hour. Here's our last example. At 1 p.m., the water level in the pool is 13 inches. At 1:30, the water is 18 inches. And then at 2:30, the water is 28 inches. What is the constant rate of change? Okay, so again, I like to put this in a chart because it's easier for me to see. Um, and then I can say the level. Okay, so we have 1 o'clock p.m. and that was at 13 inches, 1:30, and that was at 18 inches, and then at 2:30, whoa, where's 2? Oh, okay, 2:30. It was at 28 inches. So we have to be very, very careful here because our intervals are not the same. Okay, so anyway, um, here we said that we went from 1 to 1:30, that's 0.5 hours. So in 0.5 hours, it went up 5. Here, this went up 1 hour and it went up 10. So actually, this is pretty easy for us because they want to know what it was per hour for 1 hour. And I already have one for an increase of 1 hour and it was plus 10. So it's going to be 10 inches per hour. Very tricky. All right. Hope that video was helpful. Thank you. Bye.